Yeah, shocking video showing the moment that Troy McLeod is attacked while simply taking his dogs for a walk.
Call 911. Call 911. How can you do that to a man in a wheelchair?
I was in panic and then I tried to get up, but lucky thing someone was there.
It felt like a vengeful vibe to me because for the extent of the situation, there was no need for it.
Troy McLeod says he was taking his dogs for a walk on Lincoln Place when this man, identified as Levi Kabakov, appeared agitated and told McLeod to take his dogs away from his children, something McLeod says he did, adding his dogs were muzzled and not aggressive.
My dogs did not do anything to his children, and even when he was violating me, my dogs still didn't involve themselves to hurt him.
Police say the suspect continued to act aggressively, throwing a wooden block at McLeod and striking him multiple times with a bench before pushing him out of his chair.
Regarding the black man that was knocked over by two Jewish Zionists in Brooklyn, in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, a few days ago, I do have an update about this story, and I think it's pretty important, so people should stay and listen. First of all, I've gotten a couple questions about whether or not they are confirmed Zionists. They are confirmed Zionists, by the way. The synagogue that represents them or that they're a part of is a Zionist synagogue, and they came and confronted some protesters, but I'm going to talk about that in a second. Number two, the other thing that I said in the video previously is that the black man that was in the wheelchair that they knocked over was Muslim. That was an assumption that I made. I haven't gotten confirmation whether he was or wasn't. And the only reason I made that assumption is because he was wearing a head wrap that looks Islamic. It looks like a shamag style wrap. I wasn't sure if it was a kufiya or not. I couldn't tell because of the quality of the video. It looked like it might have been a kufiya and that it was wrapped in a circle around his head, but it's actually too thin, so it might not be a kufiya. Now, on a second glance, I think it might be a shamag or something finer, like some kind of muslin. It doesn't exactly look like a do-rag, but it's definitely some kind of a protective head wrap. So could be Muslim, he might not be, but the point is that he was black and it was obviously a racially charged attack, to be honest. I've gotten other comments saying that the other Israelis that were in the video were stopping the man that was attacking the man in the wheelchair, but that is not exactly right. If you view the footage, you can see that initially they're kind of agreeing with him, and the only reason they stepped in to interfere is because somebody pulled out their camera and started recording. The other thing is that a lot of people have said in my comments that there are confirmed reports that there was some sort of lawsuit and that the aggressor went to jail. I personally have not been able to confirm that. Somebody said that the New York Post ran a story. When I looked it up, I couldn't find that New York Post story that there was any kind of criminal conviction or that there was any kind of criminal outcome or that he went to jail. I didn't hear or see anything about that. And the only time that I saw this was some influencers who claimed that he went to jail, but I didn't see anything about that. I couldn't verify that information anywhere. There was no mainstream media report that he went to jail, that something happened to him, and he didn't actually just push him over from the wheelchair. Previous to that video, before they started recording, it's confirmed that the Orthodox Jewish man, the Zionist, that he hit the black man with a wooden pole, like a big wooden plank, essentially. It's in my repost still. I keep putting it back to the front because I think it's important that people see it, because it's a hate crime. So here's my update about it. I went and did some looking and I sniffed around, and there was an activist coming out of Brooklyn, and it's also in my most recent reposts. It's the two most recent videos in my reposts of a black woman who was basically saying that one of the reasons that they're upset at these Zionists, and specifically these Jewish Zionists, is because they keep stealing the deeds to black people's homes in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, effectively colonizing them, settling them, and pushing them out. And people are like, why is it relevant that they're Zionists? And I'm like, because this is Zionist activity. This is like the kind of thing that Zionists do. And also I want to add that the biggest population of Zionists is Christian, not Jewish. So Jewish people in the United States exist that don't support Israelis and that don't support Zionism, and therefore are not typically characterized as anti-black. In fact, a lot of them are black. So it just doesn't make sense to try to say that Jewish people are the ones responsible for this. This is a strictly Zionist problem, that they like to go and settle places that don't belong to them. And most of my friends are Jewish. Most of them. The overwhelming majority of them. All of them are pro-Palestine. I wouldn't be friends with them if they weren't, but all of them are pro-Palestine. I don't think that Judaism itself is the bigger issue. I think Zionism is the bigger issue, because they believe, based on the word of a biblical text that they have skewed in their favor, that Israel was given to them by some holy mandate. And I can write a book and say that I have a holy mandate, that I own all of the riches in the world. That doesn't give me the right to go and take all the riches in the world, because anybody can make up a book and decide that that is the truth. And that's not me trivializing Judaism. I think that the Torah is beautiful. I think that the Quran is beautiful. The Bible is beautiful. That doesn't mean that I am beholden to those beliefs because they're somebody else's beliefs. So that, I just want to put that very clear, that I don't tolerate anti-Semitism as much as I don't tolerate anti-Blackness. And I also am obviously pro-Palestine. All of those things are important to me. But one does not justify the other, and stereotyping people, trying to class them into a specific box, is not going to be helpful, especially if you actually want to face these problems, because you need to be very clear about who it was that is causing these problems. And it was Zionists, Orthodox Jewish Zionists, specifically Zionists. The Orthodox Jews that are coming out of New York, most of them are very much against the settler colony of Israel, because they believe that it's an abomination, that it's actually against their faith, because they believe that the state of Israel should be spontaneous and miraculous as God intended. This is not a safe space for you to be anti-Semitic for real. And I hate saying anti-Semitic because it's such a ran through word, but it's not a safe space for you to be just a Jewish hater just because of something some Jewish people did. It's not good to stereotype a whole group. I thought we learned this in kindergarten.
It's all up, just how respect our trauma. That's it, we good. It's all good, it's all good.
Hi, yes. I just want to say that the Black community, and I think I speak for every single Black person in the Black community, is that we are fed up. Everyone wants us to be calm when it's our blood that is shedding on these streets. This is unacceptable. You need not be a genius to know to push an individual out of a wheelchair. What bothered me the most was how comfortable these men were in being disrespectful to the men in my community. The men in our community are good enough to go to jail, and other people don't go to jail. Daniel Penny didn't go to jail. Daniel Pantaleo didn't go to jail. But Trayvon Martin is dead, and how we keep being disrespected. We are all here. We keep saying, let's live in peace, let's live in peace. You want us to live peacefully when you keep doing us harm. We're losing our homes because of a lot of these people from the Jewish community are stealing our deeds, and nothing is happening. You're hurting our Black men. Stop. You're leaving me vulnerable. This is wrong on every single level. Stop asking me to be quiet and to suffer peacefully. I can't suffer peacefully. Arrest these men, send them to jail, and let us live. You're gentrifying Brooklyn. You're making it hard for us to live, and you want us to come here and smile and hold hands and say kumbaya. We're not gonna say kumbaya.
Zionist Israel is the most destabilizing force in the entire world. It has been a warmongering state since before 1948, when it was formed officially. And please don't overlook this obvious observation that the more Judaic evangelical Christians are, the more warlike they are. That's not a coincidence. Who are the evangelicals that are cheering on the wars in the Middle East? Who are cheering on the genocide in Gaza? Who are cheering on the displacement, the stealing of property, murdering, the theft of land taking place by the so-called settlers of the West Bank? The settlers are nothing more than Brooklyn Jews. I'm not being facetious. They are Jews from Brooklyn, New York, who have gone to Palestine for the express purpose of stealing the land of the Palestinians and making a lot of money thereby. They're nothing more than gangsters. They're mafia. They're taking advantage of poor defenseless people that can't fight back because the settlers, quote unquote, have the backing of the IDF, the military force of Israel that protects them, do whatever they want with the Palestinian people and take their land. and evangelicals are praising the Brooklyn Jews, gangsters, that are doing this in the West Bank. They're praising Benjamin Netanyahu, referring to him as the modern-day King David. All over social media since Israel attacked Iran, and then Iran responded. Ever since that began, social media has lit up with Christians all over the United States. Pray for Israel.
I think Zionists are not Jews. They behave in a way that Jews never behaved for 2,000 years. They are racist. They are anti-Semitic. They are, of course, colonialists. They commit genocide. This is not Jewish. There's nothing Jewish about what they're doing. There's nothing Jewish about Israel. They should be ashamed. And if they think we're not Jewish, they mean we're not like them. We're not killing people. Yeah, they're right. We will not join them. We will not support them. We will shame them until they will disappear. They are a shame on Judaism. They are a stain on Judaism.
I am an American Hasidic Jew. My heart is shattered over the loss of so much innocent life in this ongoing war. It pains me to the very core how all of this is carried out in the name of Jewish people. Whoever I know feels the same. We want peace. We have no nationalistic aspirations in the Holy Land, but only want everyone to live in peace. Jews live in the Holy Land for centuries before Zionism in harmony with their Muslim neighbors. May God uplift the broken, heal the injured, free the hostages, and finally bring upon peace to his world.
He cannot silence us. We will not be silenced. We will not be intimidated. We will not be silenced. We will not be silenced. And we will not let bullies come and silence us. We will not let racism come and silence us. We will not let people filled with hatred who support apartheid, who support ethnic cleansing, who support war crimes and genocide and ethnocide, we will not let them silence us. So we stand today unified. We are unified against the Zionist attempt to silence free speech here in New Jersey.